What is it that makes a cowboy? It's not the boots or the buckle. It's not the chaps. It's not the jeans. It's not the lasso or the cattle. Not the horse or the saddle. You might think they're all long gone, but you don't need a hat to be a cowboy. A cowboy isn't too busy to lend a hand to a partner. Not too proud to take one either. And when they get knocked in the dirt, bloodied and trampled, a cowboy dusts themselves off and gets back up. And they'll stand by their partners and challenge those who have it all. And they'll keep riding till they find their peace.
Hello. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's very well. You're all very welcome to some Disco Elysium, which is, what we're getting into now. We've been plugging away at this throughout the week. Dogfather, hello, how are you? I hope you're doing well. And welcome indeed to everyone else too. Let's see. So schedule-wise, or as we were, Disco Elysium, it's kind of front and center. Brave Fencer Musashi we started, and as we said, Gecko is on a little break from streaming. He'll be back soon. We wish him a speedy recovery. Some surgeries, so speedy recovery while he's recovering. And our upcoming games are Lost Ember, Max Payne 2, and Zork 1 and 2. Discord for any other updates, like if we're starting a new game. I fully expect we'll do a DSF tomorrow, and it'll probably be Dead or Alive 6. Other than that, I'll give a little plug to the archive channel on YouTube, which I keep meaning to rename. I might do it over the weekend. I might be hungover after the SF, we will see. Hello to anyone if you are watching on YouTube. You're very welcome in. That's it for the shilling. We'd like to keep it brief. Let's jump into the game. Get back to our investigation. We'll look at our journal for the different bits and bobs we have to do here, but from memory, my main thing that I wanted to do was to go down to the fishing village and talk to people about Ruby. We'll check it out. Check it all out. Camera's in the top right. That is good as well. We want to be up there so we're not in the way of dialogue and things. Let me look at my journal. Oh, we have levels up. We have 2 of them actually. Our logic's pretty good. I feel like here like we should be going empathy at, or maybe at empathy at. We could probably do it empathy authority suggestion. Physical instrument would be good as well, but you know what, let's do it. Won't hurt. It's not even why I want to go in there. And last time I was saying, I think at the end of last stream I said, we'll keep them levels up. They'll be handy later. Oh, really? We have one there we can do? We have High Encyclopedia now, we could go do that. Okay, let's see. Yeah, there it is.
A Stars Ryko, one of the finest Zhimsk-made motor carriages ever. An oldie, but a goldie. Not
Okay.
many people outside of Grad, and Revachol West too, it appears. Bulky frame, heavy, hardy, looks like a tractor. Yes, built like a tractor, and used like one too in the Zemsk countryside. Take note of the 8-antler emblem, the symbol of the Stars Ryko, proudly born to honor its humble roots.
Hey Kim, check this out.
Dash Raiko KK2. That's a classic model. Never thought I'd see another one repainted after what happened last time.
What happened last time,
An
Kim?
old case for my precinct. A couple of Jim's migrants saw a Staj Raiko stopped in the street, painted just like this, muddy brown. Murdered the driver on the spot. They said it was an honor killing, Hussar style. The Jim's community protested the trial, flying the banners of some old king or whatever. 5,000 came to protest.
Correction, 4,395, the fourth largest public protest of a criminal trial in Revachol.
Gecko, congrats on the first for first. Hope you're well. I did get your message earlier, thanks. Yeah, that's for the glorious Gecko.
And the lizard yearns. And he starts to roam his cage at night, and he finds out where the joints aren't tight. Clever gecko.
Clever Gecko! Okay, that's great, Kim.
Is that so, officer? I'll take you at your word. People we are paid to protect. Let's leave it at that. 4 years for murder in Reunion. The perps were remorseful. Their sorry knocked 8 years off the sentence. That's the system.
The prisons in the greater Revachol Industrial Harbor are already full. Prisoners are expensive to maintain. The longer the sentence, the larger the cost.
Could it be another Staj Raiko murder? Honestly, that just doesn't seem like the type of vehicle our dead guy would drive. So my initial guess is the two are not related. Yes, detective?
Should have left the baby blue.
You sure you're not Jimsk?
Yes, you're sure you're not. Or if you are, it's only in that Revacholian way. 4 to 5% maximum. An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods. Even by the standards of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philip was known for his profligacy. Well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revachol.
Thanks for the lurk, Amanda. Don't spoil yourself.
His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy. During the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line and the monarchy on the Insulindian Isola.
Blew through the whole national treasury, that's impressive.
Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrands, bars of gold, ornate weaponry, armor, and various chalices. He called it the Sol Auron. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed, like a normal person.
King is the king, and he can do anything.
But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction. You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry, he was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy, cocaine. His Majesty's courtiers said it helped him connect with the higher realms.
I heard this from someone before.
That's what the revolutionaries said 150 years later, right before they emptied out the royal mausoleum and dumped His Majesty's mortal remains in the Insulindian Bay. Beneath the cold waters of the Insulindian Bay, thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum. The original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the coalition's airships during the turn-of-the-century revolution, when Martinaise was leveled. Most historians think the coalition's hasty landing may have ultimately saved the statue. If the communards had more time, they would have reduced it up to even finer pieces. Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler of Revachol in the poorest part of the city. The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time, a rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating on a sea of shit. People in Martinaise tend to disagree, as do many prominent art critics and thought leaders with more nuanced social awareness than the young ironists. Those critics might have it wrong though. There's more to it than just ironism, but you can't say what precisely. Perhaps this art mystery will be solved at a later time. Philip III, the squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him in death.
Oh. Yeah, I got distracted from what I was looking at. Oh, if we're going back out that way, we can check in on that now. It's probably been a while. Find a murder weapon. I don't know about that. I don't know where they are either. That we can do tomorrow. Alright. Actually, let's check this over here. I don't think it'll be ready, but...
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Not yet, but I was able to convince the database people to share private sector information. They promised to get back to me by tomorrow morning. Do you have any other questions?
Nope.
57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on.
So we'll get our information just tomorrow. But we do have loads of money now.
You keep coming back.
You find your hands deep in tattered. The box smells.
Economical, but also trendy. Look.
The speakers below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers triumph over them. They're the star of the show here.
Oh, that'd be good.
Super cool. Now
The sneakers seem to vibrate in your hands with an almost mystical energy.
the junk is yours, officer. Happy listening. Try not to hurt your ears with that Samaran garbage.
Now, it was a pretty big investment we just made, but... Current shoes are +1 empathy, and I was probably wearing them for a reason, but... Reaction speed and hand-eye coordination will probably be good things to boost. Yep, it's logic already though. What's this one do? -1 empathy though. What's that physical instrument one that we seen a minute ago? It's my commander's jacket is what I want. Oh crap, I didn't mean to take it off, but we don't need +1 encyclopedia either, really. We've got, just take the Tarta. Ones are fine, I think they're fine, they're definitely fine. Glasses, we had these ones which were fine, they give me +2 encyclopedia, which I don't really need, but it balance out the other loss. Be very high perception anyway. The tie was probably... that one we go with. That's probably a good boost in stats all the way around then. Alright, we go with that. We need to change all our clothes again for whatever the hell we're doing. Okay, it's just ask around the village. We'll start with you.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's... Oh? Who? Okay. When did this person stay here? Oh. I've been out on the sea for most of the past week. The weather's been good for fishing, so I usually start at 4 in the morning.
4 in the morning?
Yes, that's the optimal time. Got to make the most of the calm. I've been sleeping like a corpse after. The sea really takes its toll. Now I'm just waiting for the wind to settle to get out there again. Sorry I couldn't help you out. Maybe I can help you find someone else. Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
No, that's it. Thanks. What about you?
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Oh, we can ask her to wash the
I
jacket.
can wash it for you. But it's going to take about a half an hour. Think you can stay put for that long?
Hell yeah. No, we must run around ceaselessly. It would be torture to stay put.
I could use a breather. It's been another track and field day.
Okay, I'll wish.
Well, hand it over then, and I'll see what I can do. Must say, I'm proud of this one. is pretty nice underneath all that filth. I hope you'll have an easier life in your hands.
Thank you. Well, that worked out well.
Nay, I haven't seen anyone lately.
Because she's blind, which you seem to have forgotten.
Do you know who I'm talking
This is
about?
my little cinder block town. I know what goes on around here.
She's being evasive. She knows something.
There was a murder in Martinez. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate your help.
Would you now? I know how this world works, and it doesn't work when people tell on each other.
You know something, we're here to help.
Aye, that you are, Dark Omen. Help yourselves and your organization. Help the storm clouds gather on the horizon. There's not much to tell. People come and go. Now, was there something else?
I see, man. I hope you don't mind if we look around anyway.
You should look around your shack. Maybe she's rented it out to others too. Fairweather T500.
Okay, what have we got here?
Remember that weakness you were looking for
nice.
in the ceramic armor? Like, maybe it can only stop small, fast projectiles, but
Extra
a large,
hand-eye
slow-moving
coordination.
pry bar would shatter it? Or, if I run an electrical current through it, maybe it will melt. Or, personal favorite, frequency something something radio weapon? None of that would work. You need to shoot the part of the enemy that doesn't have Fairweather T500 on it, because the armor itself is invulnerable. Good news is, so are the armor pieces on you.
Okay, well that's good. That sounds very specific in terms of use. Just two-hand coordination against enemies in it. Well, I want to see this new jacket, what we got as well. Oh, that's pretty good as well, actually. Where did you assholes put it in my inventory? There it is. One pain threshold, one half-life. Interesting. Might go with this one. Cool. Hey, how are ya? We're going to church.
Yes, what is it?
Okay, how's the project going?
What? What? I can't hear you! The music is too loud! Oh, the project! It's not going well! There's that guy! I need him to plug a 3.5 cable into the auxiliary input so that I can route the audio signal through the mixer into the speakers. Egg! ahead! A 3.5 cable! Into the auxiliary input!
Okay, I got it. Okay, why don't you just ask him?
Listen to me! He only ever seems to care about hardcore and Yekokata! A place to be, apparently. Thanks. Maybe you can get through his magic rhymes. Let me know how it goes.
What? No. No one's suspicious around here.
She has not seen her, sire. It is true.
It's true. The drug fiends have made themselves quite comfortable. But I still have a great deal of work to do.
This project is immensely important to her. She's not going to help you until it's finished.
If you're desperate for collaborators now, I suggest you ask your new friends. They seem to have plenty of time for side projects.
Glorian Church! The place to be! Make some noise, my church people!
Vibrations thump through your blue soul. The music sounds much better in the church. He stands on stage behind a table, nodding along to the music and waving his hand in the air. In front of him, the audio mixer, one reel spinning. The other reel deck is empty. Cables run hither and thither. On one side, you see an auxiliary line in with the number 4.5 written next to it.
To the mega! Yeah! I can route it through auxiliary. What kind of a cable does she use? 3.5 or 4.5? Oh, she uses 3.5. Yeah. The auxiliary lining is 4.5 millimeter. These two don't mix.
Oh no, we're going to be in this church forever.
Don't worry, I have an adapter for it right here. Hang on, this is a 4.5. We're all good, people!
Whoa, thank God. Adapters noticeably degrade the sound quality.
Great! Someone got through to him. Okay, let's get it all set up. Can we turn the music off, please?
Everybody! Everybody! Don't panic! I'm going to turn off the on for just a sec.
He's
For
great.
a special scheduled event. The honor will be back, but we're doing something else for one moment. All right, go tell her that Egghead is ready to rave to her tunes, and then I'll turn off the music. Yeah! Back on the case! No disgrace! Bring it down to party place! The first page of the second chapter!
Could it be? Maybe for him, you only have a chapter or two left in you. Last of the penultimate, more like.
No nation, but transnation! No war, but class war!
He's not a communist. It's just something he likes to yell. He picked it up from a tape jockey at the Elysium. She was a communist, though.
Yeah! With a rebel yell! Oh, sure! I can do that! If you want that, I can avoid taking a stand!
Please don't turn him into a moralist. I don't even know what to say to that.
Yeah, more, let's take it. Okay,
Don't be a lunatic. Of course he isn't. Jermaine here just yells random things. Odds are, sooner or later one of them will come off as fault reading.
Yeah! Reversion imperative!
Unless you were thinking Reverchol imperative right now. Anyway, I've had a similar thing happen with Eggs yelling. I know what you mean.
okay, you're right, we'll
Hardcore
make that.
superstar! It's time to compromise! I'm swiftly moving toward a solution which pleases nobody.
You feel Jermaine Egghead's smile is too enthusiastic. But it'll have to do for now.
Is your real name Jermaine?
Hardcore, hardcore! Jermaine Egghead!
Basically, yes it is.
Lungs are for love!
Armor like compassion, love to discipline.
Love! In a woman's lungs. Lonely as I am, I'm not afraid. This strange, damaged feeling grows on and on. Cause I've never loved someone like you before.
A dopamine surge accompanies the words. It feels like electricity flowing down your scalp, dissipated into your neck. Feels good, like a spark of life in that moribund sponge you call your body.
Okay, let's do this roll.
You know it in your lungs where the pressure should vibrate, in your heart that's alone, and in your solar plexus where the hits should land. So does every caudate animal.
What?
Okay, and a melody.
Wow, okay. We should start with the melody. But where would we get that stuff from?
I was thinking you know?
I'm sorry. I don't know anything about Nordic music. I'm just the party boy. I get the people going and say it's hardcore.
He feels ashamed he can't be of more service to the future of dance music.
I'll look into
The
it.
young man falls silent with appreciation. He even tries to contain his smile, as if it could hinder your investigation.
Basically, what you need to find here is a tape with some banging music on it, so that Egghead could use it to remix Fan 8's jam.
Yeah, maybe that street hawker across the pawn shop has got some tapes to sell. That's just an idea.
Anyway, that's all yours to figure out, Copman.
Copman! Tape! Yeah! Spins the tape until the space escape! Yeah!
Okay, we'll give him this.
Alright! No! No, no! This is gonna make people scared! Keep it positive! Keep the love in the house! Normal! Stable! Normal! Stable! Alright! Here comes the night!
He's great.
Yes, what is it?
Okay, but think you can ask him to turn the volume down a bit? Just in case.
Maximum! Maximum is the only way!
I know it is, but could you please turn it down just this instance? Just this one time? Maximum is not the only way, okay?
Pump it to the brick! Pump it to the hard master! There's no other way! Glue style!
This is amazing.
Glue style? Okay, there literally is no other way. The mixing desk is glued to maximum.
See? He pumps it to the hard master. It's hopeless.
Because I'm afraid that something might happen. It's an unknown phenomenon. We can always turn it back up if there's a need.
Can't turn down the hardcore!
Of course it is.
Yeah! Permanent enlightenment! Ray of sound!
Amazing. It's very, having the volume stuck up to the max, it's very Spinal Tap, like, this goes to 11.
Never mind then. Let's get on with our project. I'm going to unmute the speakers on a count of 5. Everyone ready?
Egghead pumps his hand up in the air, waiting for the beat to drop.
Born ready.
Ready.
I'm ready if you two are detectives.
The lieutenant nods stoically. Not so stoically, his hand moves to the gun holster.
What?
Never mind, let's do this. Woo!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mute disengaged.
Complete silence fills the room.
No wind outside, no waves, No floorboards creaking. Total, continuous silence. This is unnatural. The woman looks around. In the silence, you see dust move on the floorboards. The driver of the speaker vibrates in the air and then stops. Plasterwork begins to crumble down the walls. In the silence, a low hum starts creeping up your spine. It's a song inside you, not in the speakers, not in the room. A great bass sigh in the basement of your mind. Slowly, it builds until the air around you starts to vibrate. It's out there now, in the world, made manifest. It will devour everything.
Okay, what is going to happen here?
The glass, the streets and people. Nothing will remain.
Guys, what's going on?
Slide rattle.
It's getting louder.
In the basins, the water looks like it's boiling.
Hosiana! Mother of Mega!
In his mind, a tidal wave approaching from afar, swallowing entire coastlines on its way. Salvation.
Never heard anything this hardcore in my life.
Beauty and the beat! The future of dance! Planetary!
No, Egg! It's the window!
In the corner of your eye, the lieutenant steps aside, cautiously, his eyes searching for a possible evacuation route.
The window is going to come down. No, the roof!
Cracks appear on the stained glass window. Cracks run up the wooden pillars in the dark.
Come down to us! Love!
It's shaking the building's foundation. The floor twists. A great pulse arises in your flesh.
That's it. I'm muting it.
Okay, I want to dance with somebody.
Oh, I want to feel the heat with somebody!
Shit! It doesn't stop.
Oh.
A seal? Have you?
Yes, I've turned it off. Andre, pull the compressor. The place is gonna come down.
Fuck! I can't shut it up. The signal's passed. It's not in here. It's...
In the mixing desk now, building into a positive feedback loop. This is it. A great roar. The vault of the roof twists above you. Glass shatters somewhere near the door. It's coming down.
Egg.
And then
Do it.
it stops. Totally and utterly. As if there never was a sound. Only your ears still ring from the shock. Everybody is staring at Egghead, holding a dangling cable in his hand. A black 3-pin connector.
Egg.
I pulled the plug. It was getting too hardcore. You did good, Egg. Most of the place seems to be intact. Fucking hell. Programmer lady, tell me you were recording that.
4 years. 22 people. Millions of reals. All that time? This is what we were up against. Just erased it. Suliswov isn't gonna believe this.
Yeah, but did you record it though? It was dope. I think we can use it.
Yes, Andre. I recorded it. Damn, I need to send some letters now.
Thank you all for doing this. Eggman, you too. And you, officer. I don't know what we've discovered, but I know what it sounds like now. That's the start.
It was very hard not to. I think you're right. There is something going on here. And you need to be very careful with it.
I promise, officer. We will not play it again. It was mathematical information from the anomaly, presented as a waveform. That's what it was technically. Theoretically, I have no idea. I've never even heard of anything like this.
Yeah, music is all maths. Sometimes if your brain is mathematically minded, and mine kind of is, if you hear an unresolved melody, it there might be just music in the background or something, and some songs have them on purpose, and you hear it, and it's kind of like, ugh. Your brain just like nearly shudders at it.
A voice seems muffled in the silent church. It's your ears adjusting after the exposure.
You're gonna rush?
Yes, our lead designer. And maybe some of the producers too. And some of the writers. If they're sober enough to open a transmission. They need to hear.
That it wasn't her fault. Or theirs.
They need to hear about this. Don't worry, I won't send the recording. Although I doubt they have the speakers to produce the frequency anyway. Stay here. I'm going to stay here with these lunatics. Send letters, maybe meet Suliswolf. Also devise further measurements.
I want you to know that's totally chill with us.
I don't care, but thank you anyway.
That's the best she can manage for Andre. It's quite a lot in truth. For her, at least.
Now, I have a theory to come up with. Some kind of preliminary explanation to all this. Or the letter will sound like I've lost my mind.
Yes, and we have to get back to stabilizing Martinez. Instead of demolishing it with loud bass noise of unknown origins.
Some tiny hard thing lets go in your stomach. You're still alive. You don't know enough about the world. But that Joyce, if you knew all she knows, could put it together.
Good. Okay, we'll leave that.
You're asking me to circuit bend onto coalition radio frequencies. You want to know, is it possible? Probably. But is it a good idea? I'm not sure. The main difficulty will be finding an antenna powerful enough to reach those frequencies. Unfortunately, you can't exactly buy mega long wave antennas off the shelf.
She's not joking. Even the RCM has to receive special approval from the coalition to access that kind of equipment.
I highly doubt it. That tower is barely able to transmit shortwave signals across the bay. To generate megalow frequencies, we're going to need a much larger antenna.
She has an idea, though. You can see the tiny signal lights firing inside her brain.
I don't see any alternative. We're just going to have to build the antenna ourselves. Because it's a completely different class of antenna. It would be like using a high-end racing carriage where a long-distance lorry is required. We need metal, a lot of it. The taller the structure, the better. Something that is both prominent and easily accessible. If it's near a power source, even better.
Okay, we'll try this.
That's easy. Antennas are basically just tool things, right?
No, we could not. This church is made from wood. I'm not sure you understand how radios work.
Oh shit, I might never be able to do that. Our conceptualization is maxed.
Homosexual underground.
What are our bonuses for this?
Maybe you should stop obsessing about your own and other people's sexuality. Feels like it's about time to do that. You thought about this for 8 hours? Not only should you stop, you should tell Kim you've stopped obsessing about other people's sexuality too. I'm sure he'd appreciate it. Unless you already got him killed because you were obsessing about your sexuality. There's no way of telling from within your brain. But for your own sake, please say you didn't.
That's our bonus. Stop obsessing about sexuality. Okay. Kim, my man.
Yes? Okay. Great. Imagine all the time you'll have for work now. Matter of fact, we should get back to it right now. Mm-hmm. What? You didn't stop at all, did you? You are just obsessing about other people's sexuality now.
Yeah,
but am I? I'll spare you another 20-hour mine project. Yes, I am. Now let's get back to work.
That's the truth.
Bro Kim is gay. Cool. Kim could be more than a bro.
She's whistling a melody, her trusty contact mic attached to a wooden pulpit. At the sound of your footsteps, she stops what she was doing and turns to you.
Hey there. I've been recording some new audio from all these beams and rafters. The sounds travelling through the wood are pretty cool. Creaks and stuff. Like you're underwater, you know? But like, underwater inside a tree. And no, it's got nothing to do with Contact Mike.
Okay, I wasn't gonna...
No. I actually wanted to thank you for getting me and my friends in here. And we even found some new associates, such as they are. Good, I think. Noid is getting a read on the place. I think he finds the carpentry very impressive. Andre's been setting up the compressor and dancing. Egghead's been keeping the party up. He's got the stage under control. Sauna, the programmer, she's doing whatever she does behind that radio computer of hers. She doesn't talk to us much, and the crabman hasn't shown himself, thank God. Sure, you helped us out. I can repay the favour. What do you want to know? Oh, she's a bit odd, I have to say. Doesn't talk much. I'm not really sure how to vibe with her, you know? Seems like she's not in a very good mood most of the time.
Yeah, we're doing empathy, suggestion, authority. We should do empathy anyway.
But earlier today, she told me about Welkins, and she seemed oddly happy, like she had some idea with those little creatures. Some artistic idea. I didn't really listen, I was busy with my mic. Oh, the crab man. Still gives me the creeps the way he moves. But he doesn't actually come down that much, just climbs around the rafters. I just tried to stay away from the crab man. But he talks to Noid. They seem to have some thing going on. Beats me. Noid said they get along somehow. They're both crazy enough, I guess.
What do you do up there?
Who knows? He doesn't really answer our questions, see? Not that it's easy to ask them. What are we supposed to do, yell up at the tower? Who do you want to know about? Andre? He's a cool guy. Doesn't really come off as one, but he is. To me, at least.
Okay.
She rubs her sides, but not from cold. Her shoulders are relaxed. She must have taken a hit, or she's on an upswing.
He takes care of shit. Sorry. I mean, he's got a vision. For what life should be, you know? He tries to push things until everything falls into place. He's an organizer. Nothing. But then again, there's nothing to organise around here either. He really wants this church thing to work. Must have taken it as a sign when he found it abandoned like that. Said it was an augury. I don't know where he got that from. Andre's not super intelligent. I've never seen him so psyched about anything though. And he's often psyched. Looks sort of desperate, like it's his last chance or something. Or maybe he was just high. I mean, not that he does drugs, just high, you know? Yes. Anyway. Yes. Who do you want to know about?
Noid.
He's a four-burger, I guess, like the rest of us. Okay, maybe not Egg, I don't know about him, but Noid and the rest are from Forberg, making the pilgrimage up north to visit the Palaceum. He's real hardcore about the lifestyle. What do you mean, do? Like, for a living? He's a carpenter, trained and all. He's very good, he just doesn't have the mindset to work like that, in a shop somewhere. He abides by the hardcore, sir. You would have to ask him yourself. Sir, I abide by the law.
Sure.
It's just something poor Fallberg kids do every spring. To pass the time, we walk the entire length of Boogie Street, up to Jamrock, or as much as possible. I don't know, man. Have you been down Boogie Street? It's a little bewildering. Okay, then you should go and take a look, I guess. Boogie Street is cool. It's got a lot of immigrants and all kinds of different people. Yeah. Who do you want to know about?
Egg.
What do you mean? Oh, that. He's the party boy. And Nordic music doesn't really do vocals in the traditional sense. Vocals are thought of as rock. That's to say they're a bit backward. No offence if you like rock music though. Rock music's cool by me.
Pachoo, swish. Your credentials as the resident future man of Revachol are being questioned. Show her you're hip with the times, Gramps.
I like rock.
Yes, forever. Anyway, even if you don't have vocals, you still need someone to say something every now and then, right? To urge things on. That's where the party boy comes in. He basically just stands on the stage and dances and yells how awesome everything is. It's very catchy.
I understand. People are usually afraid to do things if others aren't already doing them. Dancing makes you dance, like sneezing makes you sneeze, or yawning makes you... Anyway.
Actually, we don't know where he's from, or who he is, really. One time we were out partying somewhere in backwater Forburg. Or maybe even Coal City. I can't remember. Maybe it was Coal City.
The worst of the banlieues. A wretched heap of closed-down mines, even west of Jamrock, on the dusty slope of Montmartin, the remotest possible area of Revachol. No one even wants to exploit those people anymore.
Egg was yelling along to some jam someone was spinning, all night long. Just kept yelling until he didn't have a shred of voice left. When the sun came up over the mines. There were mines? Yeah, it was in Coal City. Egg came with us. He made this wheezing puppy dog sound all the way back. Couldn't even speak. It was definitely Coal City, because it took us 2 days to walk back to the fort. He just wheezed the whole way. We never really asked why he came with us, or who he was. I think his name is Jermaine.
It is.
People are sweet.
You can see it must have been a great night. The memory causes her to go silent for a moment or two.
Who do you want to know about? Me? Again? I told you, I'm a silver bird.
There's that phrase again. Really reminds you of something.
It means I don't answer questions about myself. Is there a law that would stop me from lying, though?
That would depend on the circumstances.
Thank you.
Right,
sure.
Thank you. Venice.
The silver bird has already flown away. I will catch it later. The device is still warm from her touch and heavy as a brick from the batteries inside. The company logo, Omicron, adorns its yellow plastic cover. Inside, the tape is rolling. The girl looks at the device in your hands. She looks you in the eye, her pupils wide, surrounded by a ridiculous amount of makeup. Your words echo through the hall. The wooden boards all around groan and creak. She remains silent. It's real. Tell her.
What is?
Oh, jeez. We have to do the contact mic thing.
I can't believe this turned into another mic thing. Fine. Okay, I'll stick to it. I'll knock it out in 3 rounds.
There is little you can do to help her now. But given the chance, you feel like you should. There is something about her. A weightiness. Something changes between you two. She looks at you differently now. As an equal. A fellow human being.
So thanks, I guess, for the psych session. Maybe I can return it. What's been eating you, officer? Come on, I can tell. But, okay. Be a boyadero about it if you want to. What is it? Oh, really?
No one understands.
So, the thing that's been eating you is the slow pace of social progress? Okay, so you're not that upset, it sounds like. Uh-huh. And you're sure it's social progress you're distressed about, and not, I don't know, some chick?
Perhaps.
Go ahead.
Okay. Red-haired woman?
No.
Just no?
It's pretty desolate here. I only hear the dogs bark at night and see the shadows move down the coast. Exactly. It's our chance to turn the grim desolation into an overwhelmingly fun dance party.
Actually, we have to talk to that guy, and I think he's our... Or no, we have two of them more to talk to. Him as well. But I think that's a good place to take a little break. Yep. We'll be right back, and we'll continue with more Disco Elysium in a short mo.